From the islands and swamps to the mountains and valleys, fishing, hiking, and everything in between, Inspiring Wilderness Adventures is a channel dedicated to inspiring wilderness adventures. Badlands National Park has a name that isn't necessarily the most alluring if taken superficially. We made this stop at Badlands NP as it was on our way west to our new home of Montana. I had always read about them, but as always reigns true, seeing the natural wonder firsthand is incomparable to the pictures and videos. Badlands are actually a geographical nomenclature used to describe a region of intense erosion, dissected sedimentary deposits, and minimal vegetation. The term has Lakota Sioux origins, which is so interesting and makes sense. The term Mako Sika translates literally to bad lands. This is one of the US's areas of most complex Native American history. Once you spend time in the West, you gain a much deeper appreciation for the original human dominators of the land, the Plains Indians. Surviving out here presents a unique set of challenges, mostly unmatched worldwide. Wind that sustains 30 to 40 miles an hour and a bitter cold that cuts through, with no vegetation to suppress it. Archaeological evidence shows that hunters were using this area for hunting for at least the last couple of thousand years. The bison is the king of the jungle in the American West. Without the bison, human settlement would not have lasted out here. Food and shelter were wholly derived from this one species, whose numbers were in the tens of millions before American settlement of the West. By the late 1800s, though, that number was down to near 30, just one herd. Water and wind erodes the soft rocks of these regions, like clay, shale, silt, and mudstone, and if you walk on the soft terrain, you will definitely leave footprints and even sink a little in certain areas. What you see today in Badlands is the result of millions of years of changing climate and landscapes. The area was once a subtropical forest, then savanna, then grassland. Layers of volcanic ash, silt, and clay give the rock formations their striking banded colors. The park and its region contains some of the richest fossil beds of Oligocene-age mammals from about 23 to 35 million years ago. Animals like early camels, rhinos, three-toed horses, and saber-toothed predators. A little more than halfway across South Dakota when heading west is the change from the central time zone to the mountain time zone. And as soon as it changes, you can feel the change from the Midwest to the West. If in the region, make sure to make the short trip to the Black Hills, undoubtedly South Dakota's most beautiful region. There is a uniqueness to these hills, and you understand why the Lakota Sioux considered them absolutely sacred. Mount Rushmore is ostentatiously carved into those sacred hills, and while all who know me know I'm a proud American first and foremost, the history behind Mount Rushmore is quite unsettling. That being said, the carving is undoubtedly a very impressive work of art, even if you can't get remotely close to it, which surprises a lot of people and leaves an underwhelming impression. In short, go to Mount Rushmore if you're in the area. Don't make a trip just to go see it. If you are a fan of the masterpiece of a show that is HBO's Deadwood, you have to go see the town for yourself. But the history is still very much there, and you might strike temporary gold not by panning the river as the settlers did, but by putting $20 into a slot machine as we did. Not long after crossing the border into Montana, we saw a sign for the National Battle of the Little Bighorn Monument, the site of the famous Custer's last stand. The history is sad, fascinating, and relatively recent in the grand scheme of things. It is a well-made monument and area that pays tribute to the losses on both sides and acknowledges the aggression of the U.S. onto the Plains Indians. The majority of South Dakota is a wall-drug, billboard-laden, wind-blown expanse with very nice people and surprisingly pretty towns. The southeast corner, including the Black Hills and Badlands National Park, though, are absolutely worth the visit. As we head further west, the Rocky Mountains finally appeared into view. Their great snow-capped peaks calling us. We were home.